Hello everyone, it's Caribbean E and Tina. Welcome to the channel. Hope this day finds you in the best of health, you live in your best life, and that you're safe.
Yes.
Today we're coming with another information video in reference to what's going on in the Dominican Republic at this time.
Yes, so last night, Wednesday night, the president came out with a public speech at 8 o'clock because 8 o'clock is the curfew time. So I guess he knew everybody would be home to talk about the crisis. And he did very similar to what they did in the United States, to which they were speaking on an economical front and what it's going to look like for DR in the time to come. Basically, the big bank here, the Reserve Bank, is where all the government officials and people who work for the state and government entities get paid, have lines of credit, and so he has had ordered that bank to lower its credit rating so that they will not charge any more than 1% on credit cards in case people need to, I guess, lean on those lines of credit during this. Every time after a speech like this, I always refer to the embassy page, the U.S. embassy page, to see what does this all mean, because he's talked about a few things, and we'll go over that. It is on the embassy page for the Dominican Republic. So on the U.S. embassy page, as of now, they are saying there is 392 confirmed cases, 10 confirmed deaths. Flights to the U.S. are available, but they're only available through JetBlue and through Delta. They're telling you that you can only book directly through JetBlue and Delta to get these flights, and that they should do so. U.S. citizens that want to depart and that need to depart have to do this immediately, or either hunker down and prepare to remain abroad, meaning here, for an indefinite period of time. That we still have the national curfew. It is at 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Violators are being arrested. I heard they're being released at 6 a.m. the next day, but if they do catch you at night, they are arresting you. There is a national hotline. They're stressing that Americans can use it, but there is a very limited number of hotline workers that speak English if you're not able to speak Spanish, but it's star 462, and that's basically for if you've been exposed, if you have severe symptoms, so that they can get you the medical help that you need. The cruise arrivals have still been suspended at all the ports in the coast, so they're not letting any cruise ships or I would guess, I don't know how to call them.
Ferries?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Public transportation, this is the big one, including buses, guaguas, metro trains, because they do have trains in like Santo Domingo, cable cars like you guys have up north, have suspended services, meaning no public transportation. Uber, all that, gone. They want to limit the public's ability to move around and hopefully kind of curb or put a cap on the disease that way. So if you have to get anywhere, you need to be mobile, meaning you have to have your own car, or you're going to have to walk.
Or know somebody with a car.
Yeah, and be safe. Remember, social distancing. And of course, still, events and public gatherings are all suspended until further notice. Now, with all these, there wasn't really a time limit to how long that people had to get out. Like I say, I always work off the assumption that if they're telling you to get out now, they may give you a couple of days at best, and then you're going to try to book that flight, and that flight's going to tell you it's not available because you missed your window.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
So, I mean, as of right now, kind of, that's all we know. They say that, remember on March 19th, for you guys that watched our previous video, he closed the borders. So that was supposed to be in effect for 15 days. Now they're saying there's not a time limit. He will decide when the time limit is.
Right, right. And I'm kind of hoping, Tina, that JetBlue and Delta don't gouge people on these airline tickets to get out of here.
I hope so. I didn't even bother to check. I mean, I'm sure I could have to see what the prices were, but because it's no concern to us, we're not leaving. We live here, so.
But there's other airlines that fly out of Puerto Plata.
There's a million airlines that come, but the only two that they're allowing right now is JetBlue and Delta. That's it. Doesn't matter how many fly in. They are only letting 2 airlines go out. No one can come in, but they're only letting the 2 take the people that want to go.
Right. And they're
Understand?
basically trying to get rid of all these expats and get rid of all as far as the tourists that can possibly be affected with this virus. Try and get them out of the country
Well, I mean, that's how it
as
got here,
fast
so.
and expeditiously as they can.
Right.
Get them out of here.
Right. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, honestly, it was brought over by someone. If that person had not come from Italy with the disease, we wouldn't have any cases here.
Right, absolutely.
So obviously, with all the huge tourism and people going back and forth, and people that have lived here now and that, you know, are from other countries coming back, that's how it was brought. So yeah, I can see him saying, you know, no more coming in, and those that want to leave, that's nice. You have the window to leave.
So basically, I want you to just stay put, watch your surroundings, do your social distancing, and
Same.
hopefully this thing it won't be like that movie Contagious.
Contagion.
Contagion.
Yeah.
Where everybody getting infected, everything you touch, everybody you see. Because you know some of the guaguas, they got a bunch of people, a lot of people in there, they squash many people in there as they can, real close, real tight knit.
Right.
And they're trying to eliminate that so you can keep everybody safe and everybody can do their social distancing so you guys can not be infected by this horrible and this disgusting and disgraceful virus.
Yes. That's about it. I mean, to me, it's no different than in the U.S. I just think they're being a little more rigid here, and I applaud them for it because I think that too much is happening in the U.S. and it's just spreading like wildfire. So
Yeah, my prayers go out to all the people that's in New Rochelle, New York, the whole state of New York, just basically, in New Jersey, where the hospitals are operating, they don't have enough ventilators, and all these things that are happening in California. And we just want to encourage you all guys to be safe.
yes,
And
always.
don't do anything crazy. But safety is the key. Safety is the key. If you're going to jog, don't jog with 100 people. You don't need to jog with 100 people. Jog by yourself, get your exercise, and come back home and continue to quarantine because this thing is going to last but so long.
Right.
And after that, it's going to disappear because I hear now in China, people are starting to slowly go back to the normal way of life.
But I don't think with this strand existing that it will ever be normal per se. It'll be a strand of a flu that we have to deal with like we do all the time with anything else. And everyone should always proceed with healthy measures in their life, vitamins, and cleanliness. Like that's the things your mom teach you. Don't touch other people's stuff. Don't drink after anybody, and wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
Yeah, it's going to be a big time just washing your hands things.
Yep.
So, in the meantime, between the time, always remember, life is to be enjoyed. Continue to hit that social media, the what?
What? Subscribe and hit notifications. And our Instagram is always posted. We have Facebook, and we have a brand new website.
Life to be enjoyed. Peace. See you in the next video.